Hello everyone, here we are in Anne's man shed.
The Anne shed.
The Anne shed, which she also shares with her husband Basil, who we'll talk about in a minute, and all this stuff behind us. It's dry January and it strikes me, well actually it does more than strike me. I was looking at some data about dry January and I thought, I wonder how many people stick with it. Why don't they stick with it? And if they want to make changes going forward, what can they do? So we thought we'd do a little film about that today. So hello and welcome to
Our little dry January vlog.
YouGov have just published a poll saying there's 3,000 Brits that will, it's not 3,000, 3 million Brits that will try to do dry January. I'm not sure about the data about how many of them actually managed to go through with it, because there's lots of reasons for falling off the dry January wagon. You can't be bothered. It's cold. It's quite hard. Some people will really take it.
Well,
as
I think
an
there's
endurance.
also guilt, isn't there? I mean, a lot of people start it through guilt, but then there'll be an occasion where they just fall off.
It's a birthday or a party. Oh, I've done it now. Lots of people will do it though, so let's not take it away from there. Dry January in terms of menopause, or perimenopause women, brilliant time. Alcohol for some women, it can trigger their hot flushes, it can make their anxieties worse, their night sweats, weight gain, that all important sleep gets disturbed. So trying to do dry January is great. There's lots of benefits for dry January. I'm throwing lots of facts at you here because I've been looking at
done research, yes.
So it will benefit, even if you just give alcohol up for a month, it will have a positive impact on your liver. It will impact on your weight, your cholesterol, your blood sugars, and apparently you will sleep better, which is
apparently you'll sleep better. And I went on the dry January website. Apparently your skin will feel better, and it will help you in losing weight as well. Yes. So there's lots of positives.
Lots of positives. Lots of reasons for thinking about going forward if you haven't been able to do dry January and you feeling a little bit guilty, or you just think, do you know what, I'm not going to be prescribed as to when I'm going to stop drinking, but generally cutting back on alcohol for us menopausal women is a really good thing. But what we have found is that when we try not to drink and we go out socially, we get, I think we've done a little film about this before when we did mocktails, you get really cloying, sweet, fizzy, horrid drinks. So we thought we'd
that really fill you up, or you drink them really quickly, and
they're not marketed at adults who don't want to drink them. I don't know who they're marketed at, but who wants a gallon of fizzy sweet drink? We want to sip at something that's quite
sophisticated.
Now I did try Seedlip. Have you tried Seedlip?
I have tried Seedlip.
What did you think?
I think it's a taste that you need to acquire. You know, it's a bit like having your first gin and tonic. You don't instantly like it.
Fake gin and tonic.
Fake gin and tonic.
It's a botanical drink. I treated myself to a bottle. I think it's garden flavour. And I think you've summed it up. I think it does take a little bit of getting used to, because
it's like having no sugar in your tea.
It's got a slightly unusual taste that I am getting used to. It tastes very cucumbery to me, but then cucumbers grow in the garden.
Yeah.
But that is a totally acceptable for me when I don't want to drink. A really acceptable option.
Yeah.
Alcohol-free wines. They're still a little bit ropey, I think. There's a big range, because I think retailers are responding to it and they are saying, actually, what can we offer people who don't want to drink?
And there's alcohol-free beers as well, which are improving.
Yeah, I like Big Drop. It's a pale ale, which is, I've just talked about that before. It's a citrus beer. I really like that. And sometimes it's just a habit having a bottle in your hand.
I think that's a lot of it. And you talk to people. I think if you're really trying to give up, as long as you've got a glass in your hand that's full, people won't keep trying to ply you with drinks. They'll see that your glass is full, but they won't keep saying, "Oh, have another one. Have another one." Yeah. If it stays full and remains full,
I think it is. We do have a weird attitude to people not drinking.
Yeah.
But that's for another
or if they've got an
discussion.
empty glass.
And sometimes when you go out socially, you do need that prop, don't you? It's like, oh, I can't have an empty glass. Oh, who wants to sip another glass?
Well, I think that's a lot of people who give up smoking say, "Oh, you know, it it feels weird not having something in your hand.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's
you know, it's just
my
hands in my pockets or
yes.
yeah. So
and we've also got, which I think is very exciting, you've got bitters, and bitters are
Angostura bitter is the kind of one.
But they're a botanical, and we've got some mixes, because Anne's husband Basil is making his own range of botanicals. Yes. So this may look like a very crude advert for Basil's botanicals.
Yes, he's got lots of drawers full down here, and he's got lots of drawers full of all sorts of things.
I think that's some cohosh.
Sour cherry, black cohosh. So he's basically
sour. I love a sour drink. So if he needs any feedback, sour rather than bitter, but I don't know how to.
No, I think he's going the one that
ginger
is. It's really light.
So this is really boring for you. I'm just having a look at Basil straws. Something
so
I wanted to do for a long
Basil
time.
is making a range of bitters, which are designed. Primarily, he started because exactly what we were saying. Our kids don't always want to go out and drink, and they come back going, God, oh, you know, drink a Coca-Cola all night or whatever, fizzy, sweet fizzy drinks. So we were talking about bitters, and Basil went, So he's making a range of Basil's bitters or Basil's botanicals, and he's also looking, obviously, at that you can add them to mocktails or cocktails.
I think that's the key to this, that they make mineral water a little bit more exciting.
Yes,
and
exactly.
And it makes it something
And
that
you
you
only
want
need
to
a small
drink.
drop.
And like you said, they're traditionally added to alcoholic drinks, but in this movement towards drinking less, lots of bars are offering bitter-based drinks, and they've got trace of alcohol in, but
it's a minor trace. He's been making
minimal.
some with vegetable glycerin as well, so it's totally alcohol-free. But they ended up being a little bit more like a cordial than a bitter, but they were still really nice.
Yeah.
But
you also had boy. It looks like a bread maker.
He dries things in there, so it's
that smells absolutely delicious.
So that's just orange peel.
I know, just the smell while you were talking.
Orange peel.
So Basil's botanicals, bitter and twisted. Can't wait for them to come out. What have we talked about today then, Anne? We've talked about dry January, the benefits. Your liver.
Yeah, your liver.
Your cholesterol, your weight.
Well, don't forget that your liver takes 3 days to regenerate, so basically, try and have, even if you can't do dry January, at least have 3 days off drinking a week.
And that's come from the British Liver
Consecutive
Trust.
days, not...
That's not Anne and Joe's made-up advice. That is the British Liver Trust's advice, and they know a thing or two about livers.
And my little fact is that the average person in their lifetime will spend £50,000 on alcohol. That is quite scary, isn't it? £50,000.
That is.
So think about just what you'll save. And then you can, if there's still sales still going on in January, then you can treat yourself.
Actually, think about it over a year though. That's a really big saving. Not 50,000. Let's hope nobody.
No, that's over a lifetime.
Anyway, I think that's all from us today. So I'd like to say cheers, but that's not in the. We should have had a little.
We should have had.
But we haven't. Anyway, that's for another day.
Yeah. But anyway,
thanks a lot.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.